So good having you guys here.
Great to be here.
I've been really looking forward to having this conversation with you guys because you've become a national phenomena of sort of saying that conservative women can be funny, they can talk about the issues, and they can be a little sarcastic and sassy about it as well.
And get ourselves into trouble.
A little snarky.
No,
Yeah.
surely not.
Sometimes we get ourselves into trouble. Mostly her.
Is she the troublemaker in the pair here? Now, you guys go by Mock and Daisy. Where does that come from?
Oh, gosh.
We picked monikers back. We've been doing this for, 10.5 years now? And we chose monikers because back in the day when we started our website, we had actual jobs. We had, I say real jobs. We're on the radio now, and it doesn't seem like a real job. It's actually really fun. But we both had full-time jobs, and so we had monikers because we knew we were going to get death threats as conservative women.
Yeah.
And we also didn't want our employers to be held accountable for things that we said.
Good idea.
So we did that, and then now we actually tried a couple years ago when we went to mornings to change our names and kind of rebrand ourselves and to become Amy, Jo, and Miriam, and people were outraged by that.
There was a revolt.
Said, okay, forget it. We'll just stay as Mock and Daisy.
So now people know us as both.
Yeah.
But Chicks on the Right is a funny concept. Two ladies, you're conservative, and there's just not a lot of you out there in the media. Why isn't there more space for conservative women in the media?
Well, especially now, right?
Yeah.
It was at least better when we first started. People were more welcoming.
Yeah.
But now there's this huge effort to silence conservatives in all platforms.
Now, do you guys get that on both your website as well as the radio show?
We've experienced it a lot.
And don't get us started on Facebook.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg.
No, let's talk about that a minute because Facebook has shut down a lot of the conservative voices. My own Facebook page.
Yeah.
And ours too.
Ours too.
They don't allow people to read it.
I mean, if people don't think it's actually happening, censorship is real. I mean, it's happening to a lot of us out there. A lot of the smaller sites and everything have already shut down. We have a lot of friends and people who we know. I say, you want to call them colleagues, I guess. People who do sort of the same thing that we do on the web, who have already gone out of business, shut down because they just can't. They can't have, their livelihood is threatened by Facebook and by Instagram and Twitter and people like that just squelching them on a daily basis.
And we like to say that we were threatened with a shutdown by Facebook before it was cool.
Yeah.
Because it happened to us back in 2013.
Now, did they ever tell you why and what they did?
Well, the initial time, when it happened in 2013, early on, it was because I had written a post with a headline that was about Jay Carney that they were not pleased with, or that people saw and reported en masse.
Yeah.
And at the time, when people would report a post like that, it would automatically trigger a shutdown. And so all of a sudden, I just couldn't log in one morning, and she
so
could.
I went on full PR assault. I let everybody know what was happening because I was the only one left up. And then Todd Starnes got a whiff of that.
Yeah.
And then we got a little bit of popularity from that. And it was actually quite helpful to us. It's kind of like, the boycotts now, right?
Right.
It's kind of like if oh my gosh, we're not going to eat at Chick-fil-A, look what happens, right? I mean, so that a little bit of that, a microcosm of that.
My own Facebook page got shut down because promoting the Chick-fil-A Appreciation Day all the way back in 2012.
Like completely shut down?
Totally shut down for 24 hours.
Gosh.
At the very time we were trying to tell everybody about it. They later came back and turned it back on because they were getting so much trouble. But you know what, I just find this incredible. What you have experienced is this shutting down. You were talking about Jay Carney. He was the press secretary to Barack Obama, and they couldn't stand that somebody might say something about him because they've certainly been so kind to my daughter in the White House.
Oh, yeah.
Who, by the way, huge fan.
Oh, my gosh,
thank
we
you.
love her. Yes, we love her.
What is the message that you think conservatives, and particularly conservative women, need to get out over the course of the next year or so before the 2020 election?
I personally, she may have a different answer, but I don't want them to be afraid. What we hear and see a lot of nowadays, it's different than, I would have probably had a different answer 10 years ago, but we see a lot of people and hear a lot of people writing us and telling us that they are afraid right now to be conservative, or at least be it openly.
Yeah.
That concerns me a little, and I don't want people to be afraid. I don't want young women to be afraid to say on college campuses, I am a conservative. It's something to be proud of. It's something that, you should wear that like a badge of honor to be.
But we also get why people don't, because now we've got Antifa and crazy lunatics who are actually physically threatening to people just for wearing a red hat.
Yeah.
What are the big issues that you think women, not just conservative women, but women ought to be thinking about before they go vote for somebody or against somebody?
Well, I mean, if it comes down to a 2020 election, I want people and women especially to look at results and not listen to all of this crazy rhetoric that's coming from the left about here's all the stuff we're going to give you for free. You know, a lot of people complain about Trump's character, his personality, some of his comments. I get it. But like she always says, we're not looking to marry him.
Yeah, I don't want to date him.
She doesn't want to date him. We
wanna date
just
him.
want someone who delivers on the promises they make. And look at what he's done.
It is a thrill to have you guys
It's
here.
wonderful to be here.
Such a
And I got
delight.
to tell everybody about your book.
And it's old. It's not like a brand new book.
Yeah.
We wanted
Doesn't
you to have
matter.
a
The
copy.
message is
Older.
still good.
It is still good.
It definitely
It's
is a good
still
shelf life,
there.
Yes.
So to get a fresh, funny, and female conservative take on all the latest news, you can visit their website, chicksontheright.com. You can listen to their podcast, get merchandise, links to social media pages. All of that is on their website. But this is their book. It's called Right for a Reason, and it's available online as well.